I have a few questions to ask you. Tell me about
Yeah.
yourself in Van Ryder Games.
Well, Van Ryder Games has been around for about 6 years now, and we create very thematic games that make you give you a very specific kind of experience. So we don't really publish Euro games or games that are kind of in that family more. We publish games that are detective games and crime games and heist games and things like that. Things that are very rich theme wise.
We met at Origins, and you were at Gen Con in early August. How many conventions do you do a year? How different are they?
So we've just started going full time doing this. Last year we only did, I think, 2 conventions because we have wives and families and kids who don't like us to be away for a long time. I'm sure you understand that. But now that this is our full time job, that we do this for a living, this is how we pay for the roofs over our heads and put food on everyone's plates. We're probably going to about 6 or 7 this year. So we'll be at Essen in October, and there's a good chance we'll be doing PAX Unplugged in November, early December. I think those are the other 2 that we're doing, and then there's a convention called the Alliance Open House, but that's an industry. That's not a go and buy games fun convention. That's an industry one where all the publishers get together and do stuff. So I've never been to Essen, so I'm very excited. I've wanted to go for a long time.
You've designed games and done graphic design. Do you prefer one?
That's a very good question. I like doing both. I think I probably prefer designing, if I was completely honest. But if I ended up not being able to do graphic design any longer, I'd probably be sad. I like doing that as well. So I like doing both.
You say on Twitter that you're a father of 3. Do your kids play games? Why do you think it's a good thing for families to do together?
Yes, my kids do play games, especially my 2 daughters. Although all of us do. My youngest daughter is 6, and she's a game freak. So she'll come in the mornings and I'll be sleeping in my bed, and she'll just get King Domino or something and come in and throw it and hit me in the head and wake me up and say, "Daddy, I want to play the game now." And so she'll crawl into bed, and I'll roll over very groggily, and we'll play games in the bed. So yes, we do play games, and I think it's great. I think it's great for 2 reasons for families to play games. The first is that it allows you sit down and you get to talk and interact face to face, and not everybody's on their devices or video games or looking at Facebook or whatever it is. You're actually talking and laughing and getting to hang out with each other. But the other thing that's good is that I think it's really good for kids to play games. It teaches them to follow rules. It teaches them to learn how to win and learn how to lose as a good sport. It teaches them to think analytically and solve things, and so it teaches really, really good skills. Although I think one of the most important is how to win and lose and be a good winner and a good loser, and not scream and get upset when you lose or you don't get to play pink, because sometimes you want to just play pink and your sister wants to play pink and you both fight over it.
Mom always tries to be green, if there is green. Dad always tries to be pink. I always try to be blue or yellow. So.
But sometimes you pick green just to mess with Mom?
Yeah, or pink to mess with Dad. Are there any other new or upcoming releases you'd like to talk about?
Yes, we have our next books in our graphic novel adventures series are coming out soon. The first ones were very successful. They are Choose Your Own Adventure comic books. And we had 5 different ones, and they've been very popular, and we're bringing 5 new ones. So 2 new Sherlock Holmes books, a superhero book called Mystery, and 2 books set in a world of pirates. And then we also have a graphic novel adventure cooperative game coming out that 4 people can play at the same time. You play kids who are treasure hunters, and you each have your own book. And so everybody turns and reads the books at the same time, and you communicate and talk with one another, trying to figure out how you can solve puzzles and find the treasures. And it's really neat. So those are both coming out very soon.
Thank you so much for talking with me.
Well, my pleasure. Thank you for taking the time.